All right, in three, two, and well, I mean, we're already recording, so she's going to start. I'm not going to snip it. All right, so hi, welcome, Bone Storm
Welcome
fans. Week 2, we're back and on time this week.
and
So
on time. Thank you.
thank you, Mr. Heath. So
You're very welcome.
I'm going to turn you up. I just remembered I don't have the volume up all the way. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what we're going to be talking about first, and then we'll go from there.
We are going to first cover week 2 scores in review.
Nice. All right, where are we starting?
We're going to start with a terrible game. Chalupa Batman takes me down 144 to 112. Boo! Thank you, Jordy Nelson.
Oh, yeah, I feel bad for you, dude. Jordy got hurt early on in that game. Finished with the big goose egg, which didn't help.
Nothing.
Roger's great with 24, but
That's
when
not
Robin
great.
isn't
That's
there
average.
when Robin isn't there for Batman, though, it really doesn't help so much.
That's
Sanders
right.
gave you a huge boost from Denver, but not enough to take down Chalupa, with Alshon Jeffrey tipping in with 22, very nice, and a nice spread amongst the rest of his field, whereas yours kind of fell off after that. I mean, Zach Ertz for him got him 14, but again, compared to some of your 8s and 1.3s,
Yeah, just average.
didn't do enough, right? And he could have really walloped you with some of the folks on his bench, but it's who you start that really counts. So that's the first game. First loss for you, right? Because you won the week before?
Yes, 1-1. That's correct.
Yeah. All right, so who's next?
Speaking of a first loss and another 1-1 team, certainly isn't Voldemort. They are on a roll, 2-0, taking down last year's champ, making fantasy football average again, 106 to 90.
Yeah, I need to write a book like Hillary that said, "What happened to this game?" Because
Blame Comey.
First chapter,
Comey did it.
Yeah, first chapter is gonna be Brandon Marshall. I need him on a milk cart, and that poor guy can't get nailed for anything, man. Yeah, Cam Newton really, not even normal numbers for him. Then Ezekiel Elliott, though, that's the biggest story of the weekend. The way Denver just handled Dallas. I don't know if Denver was that good, Dallas was that bad, or if it was just one bad day, but that took my knees out. The rest of my team, they didn't. Larry Fitzgerald didn't do great, but Arizona was kind of getting killed most of the day as it is. I was stupid. I shook out my gut. I didn't want to start the guy from Minnesota once I heard that Bradford wasn't playing. But nope, I left him in, and it didn't help me much either. So rough day for me. Great job. Congrats to Voldemort, 2-0. He's got Keenan Allen, who I love this year, and I was right about him, 21. Not bad. Hogan from New England, the hated Patriots, with 18. With
Unbelievable.
Tom Brady's revenge game.
2 wide receivers this weekend they started.
Yeah, exactly.
And they still killed them. Unbelievable.
I know. So anyway, that was a good game for Voldemort. He's top of the heap right now, but
Yes,
I'm going to come back and get you one day. So
we'll
next?
talk about that in a minute. The next one, the Malibu Stacy's won this week, 114 over the winless Deplorables. Hang in there, though.
Yeah, that was the comeback game for old Malibu
Yes,
Stacy.
it was, yeah.
Drew Brees coming in with his almost 30 for 28, very nice. Gronk with 27. Now, he was injured at the end. Is he going to be going this week, or do you know?
Yeah, I do. Well, I do following the game. So following the game, they said he had left with a groin injury, but that he had reported after that he was quote-unquote fine. Now, I don't know what that is, because he gets hurt whenever the wind blows, but we'll see.
Well, I'm sure she'd be volunteering to help him out with that groin injury, so you
I
better
bet,
make sure
I bet.
she's not leaving the state.
She's got a thing for big tight ends. For long.
Exactly. Yeah, the Deplorables, Jen, she had Ben Roethlisberger for 21. Des Bryant, finally nice of him to make an appearance for 18, and Ajayi for 16, but not enough to overcome some of the big numbers that Don put up that week. Who's next?
Next, we got the Gentleman Four Quarterlies showed up in a big way. 161 to take down poor Kev, who got 92. I mean, he's not doing that bad, but he's going against some powerhouses.
Yeah, he's had to face
couple of weeks.
Yeah, he's had to face the tough ones. He's gonna have to change the name to Camp Crushed Crew. Tom Brady with the 40 burger dropping on him. That's the revenge game. And, no one wanted to face him after that loss. C.J. Anderson again. Who? Like, a great running back? Not yet, but maybe this year. 32 points. Awesome. Mike Evans, 23. She was firing on all cylinders. Unfortunately, again, the defense comes back to bite Mr. Clemens with a -9. Not minus
You might want to mix that up.
Minus 0.9. He can't win with... He needs to not start a defense. At least he wouldn't be negative. He did have a nice day from Stafford with 17, but the rest of his just were anemic. And just mocking him on his bench were 40 points, just looking at him going, why'd you start us, dummy? But how you you supposed to know, right? Who's next?
Yeah, right. Well, the Braille Bombers get one in the win column this week. 140 to the punishments due. 111. Both teams at 1-1 now.
Yeah, she was not so happy leaving that day. Not sure where it was going to end up, but all was righted in the end with Devontae Adams coming with 23 points. Big day for him. Julio Jones with 17. Like to see him a bit more, but hey, she'll be happy with the win any way she can get it. And she got it 140. So again, 30 points over Mr. Punishment, who finally got his quarterback back, but he didn't do much more than 14.5. Gordon with 20, but the rest of his offense, aside from Travis Kelce, who's still a punk, with 26, he didn't do much of anything. So
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Oh, and again, his kicker's now becoming famous for losing games. I don't know if you've watched the last two San Diego games. Both came down to a kick. He missed both. It's like,
oh
this
no,
poor guy, and he's brand new. Only South Korean kicker ever. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. So, who's our last game?
The last game was the Wild Poopers, again, putting up big numbers. I'm assuming she started a full lineup this week, but she took down Dada 164 to 136. Now, I know you and I talked about this earlier this week, but a tough start for poor Jay. Not only do both of his kids beat him, but those are both division games.
Exactly.
So it's not impossible, but let's go, Jay.
He's dug himself quite a hole, and for those Game of Thrones fans, it's almost like Tyrion shooting his daddy in the privy. Dak Prescott with 19, Todd Gurley 26, Kareem Hunt again 27, Carlos Hyde of your San Francisco 49ers 19.3, whereas only had 27 from Carr and 20 from Landry. So hey, good job from Landry, but the rest of it was definitely. Oh, and she even hasn't been scored 0, and she still beat him by that much more. Ouch, Jason, that hurts. So yeah, rough week for Jay. He's dug himself a hole, but I'm sure he can get. I'm sure. He can
still lots of time.
Yeah.
Still lots
so
of time.
let's move over from there to standings.
Standings,
where
okay.
we all stand today.
Here we've got in
and I still need to fix Ogdenville. It's not Ogdenville. I need to update that. Sorry.
Yeah, it says Ogdenville, wherever that is.
Go ahead.
Okay, but we'll talk about Ogdenville in a moment. In Brockway, we've got Voldemort at 2-0. And then we've got two 1-1 teams. That's a tough division, man. It's you tied with Dawn for 1-1 with 1-1 with Voldemort leading the way at 2-0. That's a tough division.
Yep.
In Ogdenville, I have fallen. Oh, how the mighty have fallen because of a matchup.
Yeah.
Both Chalupa and I are 1-1, but he beat me, so I'm in second with the Deplorables bringing up the rear at 0-2. We've got North Haverbrook, 4 Quarterlies, 2-0. Braille Bombers 1-1, and Champ Crushers Crew 0-2. No ties in that division.
Nope.
Interesting. Okay, and then finally we've got in Springfield, again, another tough division. The Wild Poopers at 2-0. Punishment Due at 1-1, and that Booty at 0-2. That Booty.
Yeah, he's struggling right now, as Joe Namath would say. But let's see if he can get his way out. Let's talk about some pickups today. There was some hot action on the wire today.
No kidding, all over the place. Let's hear it.
Yes. So the big bidding war was over one Javorius Allen from Baltimore, the running back there. There was a 5-way bidding war.
That's almost half the league going after that guy.
Right? Everybody wanted this guy. Who won? Give me that booty. Mr. Jason won with $34. He outbid his son at 26. Clemens from 16, Voldemort at 15, and my mom coming in with the cheap seats at 10, saying, and I quote, I didn't think anybody wanted this guy or needed him. I'm like, everybody's going to want this guy. Are you kidding me? This was, and then in not so exciting but funny news, again, poor Clemens gets, actually he got the better of this deal. He beat out Todd for a kicker of all things, right? Oakland's kicker, the one backing up Seabass right now. And I had to laugh because they both bid $4, but because Clemens was higher in the losing order, he got ranked first. So
cool. That's a first.
We bid the same thing, right? The
Yeah.
other bidding wars that came up were yours for Jermaine Kearse, the Jets wide receiver. You beat out the Punishment Due. You bid 22, he bid 8, so you spent more than you needed, but you won, which is the point, right?
I couldn't decide.
You are stuck on Skype again.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are, but that's okay. I don't know how long it's going to. We're going to stop down here. We'll come right back and finish this up and get into the games for next week.